Hello, my name is Joe Linz and I'm with Century 21 Discovery. I'm pretty excited today. Stephanie and I do a coaching session at Century 21 Discovery 2 to 3 times a week, and we're putting together another series of videos for you just to help you out with your daily process. So thanks for joining us this morning. I really appreciate it, and what we want to talk about is preparation, and the series is all about what happens when preparation meets opportunity. And of course, success happens. A great friend of mine this morning is going in for some surgery on her back. And the thing that really I think about a lot is our doctors and how prepared they are to do the task at hand. And I can't help but think, whether or not we're a doctor or race car drivers or professional athletes, just how prepared they are when they go out to do what they're paid to do. And that's why success happens so often with them. And so with us in the real estate community, I think we need to do a better job of really preparing ourselves so that when opportunity hits us, we're ready and success happens. And a lot of that happens when we're wearing our name badge, as crazy as that sounds. But it's amazing what happens when you're wearing a name badge. You're stopping at the grocery store, you're stopping at the post office. They know who you are. Your level of service goes up as a result, which is very cool about that. So what I want to talk about is making your calls, and we've got something going on this week at Discovery, and we want to make some calls, and the first thing you want to do is check your mindset. So what's your mindset? What are you thinking about when you're getting ready to make your calls? Are you happy? Do you have a smile on your face? And is it something that you're excited about doing? Next thing is your phone completely charged? You know, how many times have we gotten on the phone and it's like, oh my God, my battery's going dead and I can't complete the call. So make sure that your phone is fully charged. You want to know who you're calling, so be prepared with who you're calling and know why you're making that call. Are you calling from your Zap sphere, from the folks that you put into Zap and based on what they're doing and what their results are? Are you calling your sphere of influence? Remember, our SOI loves us. Or are you calling out of your CRM? Or are you calling past clients? And a lot of these come together as one. But by the same token, what we want to do is maybe we're calling to update our SOI. Maybe we're calling to update our Zap scores. Maybe we're calling to update them. Maybe we don't have an email address for them. And we know that email addresses are worth gold these days. So the phone call may be, hey, how you doing? It's good to talk to you. I'm updating my CRM right now. I was wondering if I could have your email address. And I think the chances of success go up a lot on that. So ask questions. You got to ask questions. You got to know when. Are they thinking of moving? If they've come into your open houses, they're thinking about doing something. Where do they want to be and how can we help them do that? And what are they looking for? And they all want to know what the market's doing. If they don't answer the phone, do yourself the favor and at least leave a voicemail. I know a lot of people that if you don't leave a voicemail for them, they will never ever return the call or ever even address the fact that they received that call. They just go to the delete and move on. So that's number big thing here is also keep track, monitor your calls. Know how many calls you make in a specific time. Know how many contacts you've made. How many contacts have you gotten on the phone and been able to talk to? And then the number of appointments that you set, so you can start building a track record and know how many calls does it take to get a lead, how many leads does it take to get an appointment, and how many appointments does it take to get a contract. And these are all things that we got to know. Scripts, you got to have some scripts. You got to know what you're talking about. So you got to be aware of what you're talking about, have good thoughts in your head, have it written down, and even take a moment and get yourself one of those little cheap recorders and record your conversation to see how you sound as you're driving home. And maybe you sound not so good because you're not smiling. And maybe that's something you can adjust and make better. And then by all means, you got to follow up. You always got to follow up. You always got to follow up and leave them with something. And then finally, I want to talk to you just really quickly about the prices in Orange County. This just came out in this morning's Orange County Register. Home prices in Orange County are up 4.7% March of 17 over March of 16. That's a 12-month period, 4.7% price increase, which is very, very sustainable. So that's all great news. Is now a great time to buy? You better believe it's a great time to buy. Interest rates are at a low point. Sellers, it's a great time to make your changes and make your moves, either move to a smaller home, larger home. There's so many opportunities out there in the real estate market. It's just amazing. So with that, I want to thank you for joining me this morning. Enjoy it. Stephanie and I will be back to you and share some more thoughts as time goes on. But remember, Success always happens when you're prepared and you're out there looking for opportunity. Charge on.